you want to. Test, test, test. Are we here? Trying to figure this out, folks. All right, I think we're here. We are live and we are rolling. Here from Columbus, Ohio, welcome Swirly Nation to the first of many games broadcast here on Cinnamon Swirl of the 2000. We're shut down right as the puck dropped, folks. So we're trying to get everything back up and running for you. You may be able to hear me, you may not. We're a minute in as Columbus comes from the outside. Nice poke check there by Zachi. Frees it up to Lohr. Lohr works across ice to the stick of Bowen. Bowen stopped as he tried to enter the Columbus zone. It comes back into the Pens. All right, we keep losing, you guys. We'll do the best we can. For some reason, our software keeps shutting down as Columbus wraps it behind. Shot comes in. Squish tender there to make the glove save, and a beauty. Holding it into the chest, getting a whistle here. We are about a minute and a half into the first period here in Columbus, Ohio. Swirly Nation joining us live. I know we've been in and out. We're going to try to keep this stream rolling for you. Columbus possessing in the Penguin zone. Working it out to the middle. It's off of a skate right to the stick of Schweitzer. Schweitzer carrying up through center. Finds Lohr on the opposite side. He turns. Trying to feed it back to Schweitzer. It's picked off by the Jackets, and out they come. Pressure on that side from Vickers. Puck cut off by Lohr. And Columbus will exit their zone with a nice play through center into the right side. Cutting to the middle. Firing one high and over the net. Field goal good. Not. That might be good for Ohio State in a couple hours, but not here in hockey. Back to the point. Shot in. Skips in. Deflects in front. Gets by Squish on the deflection. Shot from the point. Good low shot coming in. And it deflects off of a stick in front and just gets past the outstretched pad of the Penguins netminder. It looks like we have a paused clock. Nobody's been running the clock for probably about 5 minutes, as it still shows that we're a minute and a half into the game. Face off for Bloom. It'll be up to Baru. Baru left side. Carried around behind by Columbus. Pressured by Baru. He'll come away with it, try to center. It's broken up there by the puck. Penn's defense got to get to the front of the net on that one. Looks like we've frozen maybe a bit. Skipped ahead. It sat in the feet of looked like a Penguins defenseman. And it just skipped to the side to the open Columbus forward. And it's 2-0 early in this one. Zachi back for the puck. Rims it around. Right there's the Columbus defense to keep it in the zone. It pops free to Schweitzer. Schweitzer finds Lohr at center. He's 1-on-2 as he carries in. He'll delay and wait for help. One move around one. Puck comes free. It's stick of Schweitzer. Wraps it around behind. Tries to center off Lohr, backhand off the side of the net. Schweitzer's tough angle shot stopped and covered as the Pens get some inside pressure. Puck comes free. Knockdown on the play is Bowen as Columbus comes out through center, pressured there by Foligno. On the back check is Bloom. Puck picked off in front by Foster. He gets the breakout pass up to Bowen. Bowen looking to the middle for Baru. Columbus gets to the puck. Good pressure from Bloom as it's thrown into the Pens end. Columbus will get a line change here. Back into play at Foster for the Penguins. Battling on the wall behind Squish. Wrapped around in front. Squish with a kick save out front. Rebound cleared nicely that time by Foligno. Buck into the corner for Columbus. Back to the point. Back to the corner. They play catch. Play a little low-high. Trying to catch the Pens defenseman. Scooting up ice early. Not able to do so. Foster will battle in the corner. He'll get control. Works it up to Bowen. Bowen, centering pass. Picked up at center by Baru. Baru's got Bloom cutting to the middle. Tries to feed it to him. Puck broken up. Following on Bowen. Bowen shot off the defender in front. Picked up by Columbus. And they'll escape their own end. Good scoring chance there for the Pens trying to cut this lead. On the back check was Dixon. He's hauled down. And we'll have your Penguins heading to the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play. It'll be Schweitzer at center. Lohr on the left. Vickers on the right. Dixon and Zachi, the defense pair. Minute and a half goes on the clock, and the Penguins will head to the power play. First period, they trail 1-0. We're probably about 8 minutes in, but it's only shown about 4.5 on the clock. We ran about 3 seconds of play without the clock winding. So more time for the Penguins to come back here. Schweitzer on the draw. Ties up the player, works at the Lohr. Lohr shot, skips in, and it's kicked out by the goaltender. There's Vickers to try to pressure, but Columbus able to clear it out the center. Worked back for Schweitzer. It skips over his stick. He'll follow on with puck pressure. Lohr there to support. Able to advance it further into the corner. Centering pass looking for Vickers. It's behind him, and back come the Jackets. Out through center. Vickers with a nice back check as Columbus dumps it into the Pens end, and the clock ticks away. Clock's still not moving. We keep forget to wind the clock, and the Pens will have an extended power play here as they've just started the clock. Puck picked off by Columbus, and back they come. 1-on-1. Shot in. High blocker side, and it'll beat the Squish tender. Using the defender as a screen. Squish out on top of that crease. Didn't react till late. Not sure if he saw that one, and it's a shorthanded goal for Columbus. Bloom steps to the dot. Battled for there, wins it back. It'll be Foligno. Foligno's pass picked off, and back in wraps the Jackets. Foster there. Rims it around for Bowen. Bowen knocked down on the play. Foster will follow on. He'll battle in the corner. Stepping out in front. Centering pass. Foligno gets there. Works it to Baru, and Baru's out it through neutral ice. 3-on-2 develops for the Pens. Baru carries it wide. Defended off nicely by a Columbus defenseman. Crashing in is Bloom to get to the puck. Following on Baru for Bloom. Bloom turns, looks to the middle play, and what will end up being a 20-minute first period. It'll be even strength, and it's 3-1. Zachi battling in the corner. Centering pass comes free. Cleared nicely by Dixon to the half wall. Picked up there by Vickers. Vickers sends it up for Zachi. Zachi rims it around looking for the breakout. First one to get there for the Penguins is Dixon, who's able to fire it all the way up for Lohr to give chase in the Columbus zone. Spinning nicely away from the pressure of Columbus defenseman. Snaps off a beautiful pass to center, and Columbus is into the Pen zone, but there are step-off sides. And we'll get a neutral zone draw here. 3-1 the score. First period. Columbus leads on a couple of rebound goals, and then a snipe from the circle to the top corner. Pens answering to cut the lead to 2, and they'll look to build from there. Foligno to the boards. Finds Bloom. Bloom into the offensive zone. Kicking it into the corner. It'll be Bowen following on. It's tipped past his stick. Out the center, waving at it. Baru. It comes to Foligno. Foligno banks it off the wall, looking for the indirect pass. It's picked off by Columbus. Works deeper into the pen zone. Clock ticks to 8 minutes. Rimmed around. Bowen picks it up there. Uses his body to protect the puck nicely on the wall. Bloom will support. They've got Foster there as well. It comes free to Foster with the support. Comes out through the neutral zone. Able to use the boards to clear it up for Baru. He chips it past. He's the Penguins goal scorer early. Tries to work it back to the middle. Pressure from Bowen as Columbus escapes their end. Turn right back by the Pens to the Columbus blue line. And they'll try to head back the other direction, but there's Schweitzer. So they battle at center, banking it back and forth. Ultimately, Columbus gets it into the Penguins' end for Zachi. Zachi fires it up the boards, skipping over the stick of Bowen there. Rimmed around, Zachi will try again. Now Dixon. Dixon to Lohr. Lohr off the boards, right to Dixon. Dixon with the indirect pass, able to clear the zone, but right to a Columbus defender. Pressuring there, Bowen. Bowen will go to the bench for a bad stop. Spinning with it in front. Schweitzer able to clear the puck. Unable to clear the zone, though. Kept in nicely by Columbus. Waving at it, Zachi picking it up. Vickers. Firing it up ice. Does it get out? It will not. Kept at the blue line. Shot in, deflects in front. Squish able to put that puck in a corner. First game started here by the Squish tender. Centering pass, skips over his stick right to the point. Shot from the point, stopped by Squish. Rebound, stopped again, and a third chance. Gets by on the outside, and Columbus will bury another one in front. Let me get that scoreboard updated, folks. Not one you may want to see, but we'll keep it updated nonetheless. Looks like we got 14 of you here. If you are not already, please take a second, click subscribe below, and follow along as the puck pops free, and it's a breakaway from the hash marks in, and Squish there with the glove. Bloom to take the draw. Into the corner it goes. Battled for there. And it's able to be cleared by the Pens. Bloom with the pressure up the middle of forecheck there. Baru reading and trying to pick off the pass as Columbus goes high up off the boards. They'll carry it in the right-hand side. Cutting it back to the middle. Firing one across. Squish across to make the save. Rebound cleared, but not far enough as it's right to the stick of a jacket. Turned aside nicely by Bowen, who tries to clear the zone on the outside. It's clearing attempt broken up. He'll try a second time. Banks it off the boards. Baru skating to it. Unable to get there. It's off the stick of a Columbus player, and Baru will give chase. No icing as it went off a Columbus player into the corner. Bodied there. No call as the Pens may have gotten away with one. Schweitzer with the puck pressure. Columbus clears to center, skating into it. Vickers down the right, cuts to the middle, to the backhand. Puck pops free, shot in by Schweitzer, rebound in front, and it's stopped and covered nicely by Columbus. Into the Penguin zone it comes. Centering pass, comes right free to a player right out in front, and the Squish tender equal to that one. Putting it into the corner. Firing from the outside this time, and that one skips by high. And it'll be 5-1 Columbus. Schweitzer to take the draw, taken by Columbus. Right down Main Street it goes, cutting back to the middle. And turning it to the outside is Lohr. Vickers gets there. Now Schweitzer in support. Good job by Zachi, able to work it to Vickers, and the Pens will try a breakout. That's cut off. Turning with it, sending it back in behind towards Zachi. Zachi wraps the puck back, looking for Vickers. He'll chip it up And can't clear the zone again. We'll try a third time. Once, twice, 3 times a lady, and it's out to center. Pressure coming now from Lohr. Lohr on the forecheck, but Columbus able to work the puck into the Pens zone. Looked like Lohr might have gotten a stick into the feet of the Columbus player. No call, but Columbus keeps it in another time. Good at keeping the puck at the blue line. Penguins need to try to take advantage of that. Go off the wall, chip it, and go behind them. 3:15 to play in the first. It's far enough for icing, and it is. Pens will get a line change here. Oh, maybe not icing. We're going to put the faceoff all the way back in the Columbus zone now. Bloom steps to the dot. Faceoff won by Columbus, and they fly up the ice. Foster forces them to the outside. Nice defensive play there by the Pens defenseman. He's able to get control and work it to Bowen. Bowen chips it forward. Bloom will skate into it. It's Bloom and Baru on a 2-on-1. Right-hand side, in onside, winding, sending one with a pass across, and Baru unable to get the shot off as he falls to the ice. Bowen knocks it free at center again. This time Bloom unable to get control, and Foster will try. Shot skipped wide of the net to the outside by Columbus. Cleared by Foster, picked up by Bloom. Bloom carries it. Tries to clear the neutral zone. He loses control. And it's kept in by Columbus. They'll center one wide open in front, but skipping over number 18 stick. And it'll be Foligno engaging in a battle in behind. Puck comes free out front. Shot sent high over the net. Worked into the corner. Foster turns with it. Sends one to the outside to Bowen. Bowen goes off the boards. Nice play there. Skating to it is Baru, but coming up ice come the Jackets. Penguins trying for a line change as they wind clear. Shot in, stopped by Squish, centering pass. Kicks in behind. That centering pass comes free, turning a backhander. Squish equal to that one, and he's able to hold on. Columbus wins the draw. Carries in behind the Pens net. Pens will battle there. It's Bloom and Zachi. I'm sorry, Schweitzer and Zachi. And Columbus comes away with it right in front for a nasty shot. And there's the Squish tender with a save and a hold. Shot from inside those hash marks. Coming in hot. Columbus doing a good job working the puck from the boards to the middle and getting those chances. This one back to the point. Shot skips in, deflects all the way across the crease where it's picked up by Lohr. Lohr for Schweitzer. There's Columbus again with the back pressure from the forwards, able to keep it in the zone. Out of the corner, they'll try to come again. Centering pass, past one stick to another. Off another stick to a kid, and it's off the pad of Squish, and it skips into the net. All Columbus right now is they're just hammering pucks in on the Penguins' net. So the Pens working a little short-handed here. We've got, I believe they said now 3 kids out. I know 2 out with injury. 1 in concussion protocol. We certainly send our best to Nate, Vegas Golden Nate. At home, I'm sure he's joining us here. We also have 1 out with a broken limb, Austin Kumnick. And I believe they told me Lewarchuk also not in the lineup today for the Penguins. We wish all of you well back home in Pittsburgh and those who were able to make the trip as that shot comes in from Danny Foster on the outside. And there's the Columbus goaltender to make the save. 3.6 seconds to play here in the first period. So the Penguins running with only 10 skaters. Missing some valuable pieces here in Columbus. Bloom takes the draw. Kicked in behind by Columbus. That horn will end what appeared to be the longest first period in youth hockey history. As I think we played at least 20 minutes with the failed winding of the clock, both on the Penguins power play and at 5-on-5. Hopefully you're able to find your favorite Penguin in the top corner. As we come to you live here, give us a comment below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. 394 views. We've had almost 100 subscribers in the last 24 or 30 days. Be one of those swirlies. Subscribe below to follow all your 2011, 2010 Pens action. Even a couple 09 games on here. We'll give you a little bit of a break here. One shift at a time. Since we couldn't bring you the starting lineups in period one. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Am I good? I think we're still live. Since we couldn't bring you the starting lineups in the start of the first period, we'll bring them to you now. To start period two that's Vickers right down Broadway with a scoring chance for the Pens. In net for your Penguins, number 1, the squish tender, Squishy Evans. At center, number 23, Ryan Schweitzer. His wings, number 61, Ryan Lohr. And number 2, Enzo Vickers on defense. As the Penguins wrap it in from behind. Did we get the replay? I don't think we did. We got the celebration on the replay. That looked like number 2, Enzo Vickers, wrapping it around from behind as we went through the starting lineup in the second period. It was Luka Zacci and Brady Dixon on defense for the Penguins. The Penguins make it 6-2. Can they cut the lead to 3 here? Get halfway back. Win each shift. They won the first shift of the second period. Let's try to win the second. Foligno into the corner. Penguin zone. Banked off the boards as it's popped past by Bowen. Columbus, first one's there. They send it across ice, and they'll come with some speed on side of the blue line. Foligno there to pick it up. He clears it, but not further than the blue line. Columbus good at keeping that puck in. Bowen. As Columbus turns it back the other way with support skating into it, here's Schweitzer. Schweitzer loses possession in the corner. Foster following. Shot comes in, deflects once. Squashed there with the pad. Sweet buttery crumpets, what a save. Going splitsies to keep it 6-2. Worked in behind Foster. Battles behind the net. Puck kicked free. Foster gets to it. Tripped up on the play, but following on Foligno. Foligno to Bowen. Bowen banks it off the boards. Can't clear it again, but the second attempt gets it out the center. Waving at it there, Baru. Back comes Columbus. Penguins at the bit of an end of a long shift here as they were able to get Vickers on. Schweitzer gets control. He sends it up ice, and Baru skates into it on a breakaway. Into the offensive zone, falling to the ice, losing possession. And the puck ends up in the paraphernalia of the Columbus Blue Jacket netminder for a whistle. 12-11 to play. Great scoring chance there for the Penguins. He was almost able to flip it up over the top. Bloom to the draw. Battled for on the boards. Bloom will come away with it, looking, cutting to the outside, sending one in front off the stick. It'll be picked up in the corner by Lohr. He wraps it in behind. Chipped past the stick of Vickers. Try again, Bloom gets there. Following on, the Jackets forward, cuts into the offensive zone. Carries to the outside, sends one in. Cross ice, squish there to get the shot off the player in front. Nice sliding save there by the Penguins netminder. Kept in the zone again by Columbus. They work the outside, trying to get it to the middle. It comes to Bloom. He's defended nicely. This time it'll be Dixon trying to clear. Brady Dixon, once, twice. Now able to get it to Bloom, banks it off the boards. Lohr and Bloom will forecheck as Columbus sends it all the way back into the Penguin zone. No icing here. Zachy will get to it behind the net. Lucas Zachy fires it up looking for Lohr. It skips past him all the way to the Columbus zone. Penguins getting a line change as Columbus carries it in the left side. Puck kicks free, followed on inside. That shot up high, able to get over the blocker's side. He just popped free, nobody there. Puck comes free, off squish, cleared but not out. Shot from the point, blocked in front by the Penguins center Schweitzer. He gets possession, dangles around one. He's looking for Baru. Icing, if it's far enough, it's not. Baru gives chase into the corner. Freed up by Columbus, and they're able to clear the zone. There's Bowen on the back check. He's able to dislodge the puck. It comes to the stick of Foligno. He's under pressure as it rolls in on squish. He's able to tap it in behind the net. Around for Bowen. Bowen cuts around one, sends it off Baru. Baru unable to catch it as he goes to the ice. And Columbus will send it back up the other way. Foligno, first one there. Indirect pass off the boards looking for Schweitzer. Just out of his reach, but he stays in the battle, frees it up as Foster skates into it. Offensive zone, around one, looking. Unable to get the shot off. He'll pull up on the wall. He'll find Bloom off the bench. Now Vickers. And it comes free for a Columbus partial break. Vickers, nice job back checking as Columbus pulls it into the corner. Looks like we're going to see a penalty here on the Penguins. We will, a minute and a half, and we're going to get a hook. A hook on the Pens. And Columbus will head to the power play. This will be the first penalty kill for the Penguins. A minute and a half PK coming here. Penalties abbreviated here in youth hockey to adjust for the 15-minute periods. So they do 3/4 length periods of what you're used to seeing in the NHL and 3/4 length penalties. So a minute and a half on the board. Bloom on the draw, one by Columbus, back to the point. Nice job winning it with his skate. Big defenseman steps into one, fires from outside, blocked by Dixon, picked up by Bloom and back into the Penguins' end. Battery's charging. Lost picture, folks. Give me a second. What? Uh-uh. We get another penalty? And they put 2 minutes up? On here? On here or on here? Oh. Yeah, that's... We're back. We are back. I think we're good to go. Camera issues here. Sorry, folks. I don't know that many of you are with us anymore. But as you join us, we'll keep bringing to the action. It's still 7-2 as the Pens have made this a second period of 1-1 hockey. Some great plays here in the defensive zone for the Pens in this period. They've had to kill off a 5-on-3 penalty and two other, for some reason, 2-minute penalties. And it's a minute and a half is supposed to be the penalty length. But they're calling 2-minute penalties on the Penguins and minute and a half penalties on Columbus. So, Pens with a little extra PK time. Maybe that's getting back for the extended power play the Penguins had in the first period that they were able to score on. Face off in the Columbus end. It's blue. As Columbus wins it and takes it behind their own net. Running a perfect execution on a breakout to the wing to the center. Penguins lure there to break it up. Some back pressure. He's able to free the puck up. He works it towards Bloom. Not quite hard enough, and Bloom will battle in the corner for it. Kicked around behind by Columbus. Picked up there by Bowen. Bowen looks behind the net for Lore. Wrapped around. We're back. All right, I got rid of a couple things. We're dumbing it down. No replay availability. Oh, you can't hear me because I was muted. We're back with picture. We're back live. Penguins have a player down in the corner. We're about 20 seconds into the third period here. We've shut down all the replay capabilities and all right, now we're back again. Face off in the defensive zone. The Penguin player Vickers able to get to his way to the bench. Hopefully he's okay. As we mentioned, the Penguins short-handed by 3 players already. Now potentially down 4 if Vickers can't return as Columbus winds to the middle. Squish with a kick save. Cleared to the corner by Foligno. Pressured by Foster. Rimmed around behind. Play catch in front. Puck comes free right to a jacket in front. Nobody picking him up. And that one will get popped past. It'll be a Jackets goal, making it 8-2. Just update the periods for you. Looks like we have a good stream as Columbus has it back in the Penguins' end. Worked off the wall, cut back to the middle, defended nicely by Dixon. Bloom follows on, kicks it to the wall. Picked up by Bowen. Bowen for Bloom. Cut off by Columbus, and back they come. Looking, firing one in off the skate of Foligno. Tipped wide by Squish. Rimmed back around for Bowen. Bowen up the wall. Kept in by Columbus. Into the corner, it's Foligno. Foligno looking again for Bowen. Kept in another time here by Columbus. Down goes Bloom in a battle for the puck. Coming out with it, Columbus, and it's just over the stick of a screaming Blue Jacket down the middle of the ice. And the Pens haven't really been able to clear this end of the ice in this third period just yet. We're about 2 minutes in as it comes around looking for Bowen. Cut off again by Columbus. The centering pass blocked by Bloom. Up the wall for Baru. Kept in again by Columbus. Dixon will get to it. Pens were able to change a couple kids, it looks like. Scarlatelli's dad, the owner of the Smiling Moose. A great place to catch some grub and a beer. As Foster gets control behind. Works it around for Vickers. He's back on the ice. That's great news for the Pens. As Foster able to get it out to center. Pressuring the puck as it's spun back to neutral ice where Schweitzer will pick it up in the Pens zone. We're about 3 minutes into the third period here. Pens trailing 8-2. Really dominant effort here by Columbus so far in the third. The Pens able to get it into the Columbus zone as they retreat right away. Columbus flying up the right wing this time. Foligno keeps it wide, gets a stick on it, able to free up the puck. Following on, Lohr worked to the point but kept in by Columbus. They'll rim it around for Vickers. The point man for Columbus activate again, keeping the puck in. Centering pass cut off by Schweitzer. Columbus again to the puck. It's all Jackets here as it comes to the point. Worked low. Lohr will come away with it. Can't clear the zone. Schweitzer will get there. Free with the puck comes Columbus. They skip one wide of the cage. Gathered in behind, worked back to the point. Pens will get some pressure there. It's Vickers and Lohr, but it's worked to the front of the net and sent just through the crease by Columbus. Battle in the corner. Schweitzer in support. Carried behind by Columbus. They've had it for 4 minutes in this one, in this third period so far. All in the Penguin zone. Foligno will battle. Now Schweitzer in a corner. Whipped out in front. Columbus can't get a hold of it. They do. Send one in towards Squish. I don't think that one got through. Blocked by the Pens defense. It'll be Foster in behind this time. He'll get control. He'll pop it high up off the glass looking for Vickers. He turns. And there's three Columbus players right on Vickers. But he's able to work the puck out to center ice. But Columbus will counter again right away. Into the corner. Back to the point. Freed up, beautiful passing play here by Columbus as they get it over to the back end. It's sent in front and kicked in off a boot. Tic-tac-toe go the Jackets, and it's 9-2. I think we're back for now. Trying everything we can to continue to bring you this game. As Columbus goes off sides, 9:01 to play here in the third period. A third period that has been dominated by Columbus. Pens did get a breakaway for Baru. And the Columbus goaltender able to keep that out of the back of the net. Face off in the neutral zone. Back for Dixon. Cleared by Schweitzer. But put right back in by Columbus. Cutting to the middle. And squished with a beautiful pad stop there. Vickers rides a player into the corner, and he's going to head to the box. So the Pens will be shorthanded again. We get a rough here. We'll see if they get the penalty timing right. My guess is they'll put 2 minutes on the clock. They will, even though it's 1.5. Face off to the right, a squish. Tied up by Columbus, and they'll gather possession. Dancing in the corner. Schweitzer will pick it up behind. A good stop and start move. He's able to free it up the wing, but right there's the Columbus pressure that we've seen so much of today. Around Foster, centering pass, squish there with a big stop. Lohr gets to the puck. He's able to get it to the boards, but no further. As the first 30 seconds ticks off the penalty, it'll be rimmed around by Foster, cut off. Kept in by Columbus. Carrying it around the Pens defenseman, wrapping it around, centering one again. That one skips all the way back to the point. Shot from the point. Goes wide. In behind, another centering pass. That one's cut off by Foligno. Gathered by Columbus. Up to the half wall. Out to the circle. Turning. Looking to shoot. Defended nicely by Foligno. A minute off of the now 2-minute penalty. Shot comes in. Squished there. Cleared by Foster. Up to the blue line, but not out. And stepping in is the Columbus forward into the middle. Shot comes across and just over the crossbar. Another good play for Columbus coming off the wall. Foster will get there. He'll battle. Coming away with it behind the net is Schweitzer. He'll carry it out to neutral ice and fire it all the way down. It'll be wide, but the Pens desperately needed a line change, as there's still 29 seconds left on the penalty that should be over. .7:16 to play here in the third. We're here at the Ice House, the practice home of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Very nice facilities. Columbus winds in from the outside, comes across, and wide open on this slot there for the wrist shot with 21 unnecessary seconds left on the penalty. It's 10-2 Columbus. Bloom battles on the boards and is able to kick it out through center. They still haven't taken the penalty off the board as Columbus comes in offsides. Looks like maybe we've gone to a running clock here. Or they just forgot. Battled for and cleared by Bowen, but not out. Squish there to get the first one and the second one on the rebound. Two beautiful stops by the squish tender, able to freeze the puck. Schweitzer tied up on the draw. The Pens kick it to the wall. Kept in by Columbus. Foligno rims it around for Vickers. Just past his reach, kept in by Columbus. This third period, I think Columbus has been in our end all. We played 9 minutes. I bet you they've had 8 minutes of offensive zone time here in the third, as they regroup at center and gain the Penguins' end again. Foster back to get the puck. It'll be Lohr trying to break out, this time the left side. Gets it as far as the point, no further. Shot sent in, it'll be wide. A squish picked up by Foster. Foster to Vickers. Over Vickers' stick, gathered back in by Foster, and he'll come to center by himself. He's got 2 to beat. He's around the right-hand side of 1. Cuts to the middle. Fires one off the side of the cage. Sits out front. Lohr waves at it. Back to the stick of Foster. He's going to try to do it all on his own. A great play there as he makes a power move to the middle. Stays on the puck. Keeps it in the Columbus end. And the Penguins with a decent scoring chance there here in the third. Danny Foster on the rush. As it's back into the Pens end for Foligno. He finds Schweitzer. Schweitzer tries to center it for Lohr. Cut off by Columbus. Gathered back in by Schweitzer. He tried to get it to Foligno at center. But back come the Jackets into the offensive zone. Carried to the backhand. Firing one off the backhand that squishes equal to. And cleared around but not out. Kept by Columbus on the half wall. Sent back to the middle. Lohr around 1. It's a 3-on-2 if the Penguins hurry. Back checking heavily. Nice back check there by a Columbus forward. Able to get possession and carry it into the offensive zone. Dixon breaks up the rush. It's off to the corner. Zachi defends there as Columbus throws it in behind the net. Centering pass cut off by Schweitzer. As Columbus tosses it in on a dump and chase, Zachi gets there. Zachi looks for Bowen. Bowen pressured immediately, and Bloom will pick it up. He'll carry behind the net, using the boards to escape one. An indirect pass looking to get it to Baru. That's picked off by Columbus. They'll fire one back in front, and that'll get in on Squish. He takes a stick to the noodle, but he's able to cover the puck. That's why they wear masks in net. Face off for Bloom. One back by Columbus. Their shot from the outside blocked nicely by Foligno. Foligno rims it around to Bowen. Kept in by Columbus. Centering pass all the way through. And it'll be cleared by Baru. Penguins get it back out to center. Baru there with the pressure. He's able to swipe it away. He's in. Fires a backhand. It'll trickle in on net. Good defensive play by the Columbus defender there. 2:48 to play. Bloomer steps in, right circle, offensive zone. Puck pop to the corner. Columbus gathers it in there. Bowen with some pressure, but around him goes the Columbus forward. As they fire it out through center, it's picked up there by Foligno. Foligno for Bowen. He's able to clear it out to neutral ice. Falling down, the Columbus defender able to get it out where Foster will pick it up and get it to Baru. Baru overskates at the blue line, and the Pens will put it in offsides. 2:13 to play. Schweitzer on the draw. Possessed by Columbus. Pressured by Lohr. Columbus able to work their way in, but it's an offside play at the Penguins line. Just under 2 to play here in the third. Here on Cinnamon Swirl TV, a Cinnamon Swirl production. Cameraman Rob Schweitzer. The production staff trying to bring you as much as we could. Jeremy Evans also running the play-by-play. Puck to the point for Dixon. His shot blocked. And back come the Jackets. Tipped around into the corner. Carried in onside. Pressured from behind by Dixon. Knocked to the ice. And the Pens able to clear but not out. Kept at the point. Sent back to the corner. Zachi, first one there. Skipping around him. Feeding one back door for a beautiful feed. Squish goes full splits but can't get the glove to it. To Columbus, minute 20 to play. Penguins get it into the Columbus zone. Pressured by Foster. Pens will send it in behind. Last minute of play in the third period. Penguins have it in the Columbus zone. Columbus will fire out the right side on a breakout. Pressured there by Foligno. He's able to cut it off at the Pens blue line and keep it out. Columbus will try a second time. Bloom there in support. He comes away with it, but he's pressured immediately. He's able to get it to Foligno, and we'll try the opposite side for Bowen. Bowen tips it. Kept in at the point. Finally cleared by the Pens back to the Columbus end. Pressuring it, Baru. Carried out by the Columbus defenseman. Cuts to the middle. Waving at it. Foster around Bloom. In on a breakaway. Comes Columbus forward. Actually, defenseman, I believe. And there's Squish out at the top of the crease to squeeze that one on the logo and keep this lead at 9. Face-off gathered in by Columbus. They'll send another one towards the net. That's